pull this bill to make sure that bill's heard. Give me a chance to look at it and review it before we jump into something like that.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. But we are here because we're making an appeal to you as a legislator to prioritize our interests appropriately. And so we are putting you on the spot. And we're going to be holding all of the elected officials, state and local level, accountable for whether or not you think these issues are priority. We do want to help you. And it's not that we're saying that the bills that you currently are working on are not important. We just like you to appropriately prioritize them. And we think that this is a high priority. But we appreciate you coming out and re-looking at those things to see what you can do to support us.
That's right. Can you also speak to the step that's involved when actually considering legislation that has to be done before you actually file a bill? Because, for instance,
I prefer to do that on a one-on-one or a more where it's more conducive. And I don't think this is the proper vehicle or the proper place to start getting into the back or getting into committee meetings and getting into structure and drafting and the drafting of legislation. The drafting of legislation and the process and what we have to go through, and I have to run to the Senate side and from the House side and try to find a sponsor and run up and down. That's something we'll do on a more personal basis. What I can tell you, last thing I want to talk about is this, when we do talk about the state and the ban the box, remember that's passed in Massachusetts. And does anybody know who the governor of Massachusetts is? Deval Patrick. Can you tell me who the governor of Florida is? So what you have to realize is there's a huge difference. There's an opportunity to put the bill there and to say, hey, we put this bill out here, but we also have to the first thing we have to do is this group has come together, okay? When you come together, you have to take action. And I'm not telling anybody who to vote for or how to vote, but remember, people run for office. And it starts at the top. I just told you that the cabinet is the governor, the commissioner of agriculture, the CFO, and also the attorney general. All of those are important because if you continue and keep the same people in place, then nothing moves. So we can run and try to pass bills and push bills as far as we want, but if we cannot get change at the top, then the same thing is going to continue to happen. Let me reiterate this point. Governor Chris, restoration of civil rights. In 2007, 38,971. 2008, 85,087. 2009, 25,351. Information for Governor Scott. 2010, 120. Jeb Bush, in his last year, had 14,053. Governor Chris had a high of 85,000. In 2010, 120. Huge difference. I hope that I'm trying to reiterate this point that we got to start at the top. Okay? Thank you.
We understand that Representative Powell is one representative and Senator Clemens is one senator. What we wanted to do was to get legislation drafted and filed and then add our voices and our cousins and uncles and other parts of the state, and everybody we know, to contact the other legislators to approve the legislation that Senator Clemens is filing and that we hope that Representative Powell will file, okay? So we understand that this is a steep climb, okay? And Representative Powell, you know I love you, but I'm not hearing that, okay? Because whatever that was with the pet, I'm just saying, this is me now, I'm just saying, okay? And And people that know me know I'm good with you challenging me on school district stuff. I don't have a problem with that because that's why I'm there. That's my role. And I can't fix everything, right? But I can try. And so Representative Powell, we ask you to try with every ounce of your being to push this forward. We understand this is a steep climb. We understand there's brick walls in the way. But we are here to say that we will help you whatever way we can with tearing down them walls. Because this is about our community and our future. Because if I pick, and I got the whole schoolhouse to jailhouse thing, and especially our men being criminalized,
Yes.
right? I got that. But now, after they have served their debt to society, there's brick walls that remain. Are you serious? There was a young man that came to an Occupy meeting that just hit me in my head with the fact he said that he was finishing ITT Tech with his degree in electrical engineering. He's got to go to Oregon to work because he can't get a license in the state of Florida because it's a mess he did in high school. Lord knows I'm glad that I ain't going up now because I'd have been criminalized 45 million times. I would never be able to get home. No, I'm just saying. You know, young people do stupid stuff. We pray that they will survive this stupid phase and grow up, right? But in the meantime, we have to do everything we can to tear down these walls that prevent them from having a good living, however hard they're willing to work. You know, all that happy talk that our president used, what's that stuff he said about, you know, hard working people and all that. If you're willing to work, you're willing to do what you need to do, and we don't tear down the walls for you?
That's right.
Seriously? Come on. So Representative Powell, come on. I'm just saying. You know what? I go to meetings and people jack me with the statistics on, like, this statistic on the rest is new. Yeah, okay, ooh, yeah, with trust and believe, we're gonna be working on that some more, okay, some more. But all I'm saying is,
We don't care about that. We don't care about the dollars.
okay, no, you can't say that, because this is the point. All of us elected officials in here, we walk a tightrope, right? And it's a rock and a hard place, right? Okay? I got that, okay? But we have to do everything that we can do to help our people. That's what Occupy is about, right? And okay, I'm gonna go to Mike in just a minute. And when I call you to come out to the school board meeting, because I need some folks to back me up, I need you there. If you need us to back you in Tallahassee, say the word. That's what we're trying to organize. Okay, that backup system. You know, so okay, I'm going too long.
Well, first of all, I want to say I appreciate Representative Powell coming because he raised some practical issues, and that is timing. So we know that things are working against us. We know that. And this is really not just about having a law at the end of this session. We know that's probably a long shot. We know that. This is about organizing the community, educating the community, getting them involved, getting them heard, holding our leadership accountable. We want to work with you. We want you, however, to put this in the appropriate priority. And we will do whatever is necessary to support you to bring more people in so we can carry this issue forward. We're not expecting miracles. We understand there's a process, and we understand that it's got to work in sync with the legislative process. But we're all hoping that instead of saying we're late, we know we're late. Maybe we're early for next time.
And that's what I said.
So this is, yeah, and
the thing is,
I understand.
I'm here today, I get called last week, meet today, you say, well, take this away and put this in. You know, it becomes a challenge. And I'm not defending the legislative delegation. I got here at midnight last night. This morning I was at the oratorical, I got there at 8. I left the oratorical, I came here. I don't know when the delegation was informed, but I was informed of this. Dr. Robinson, we have a relationship with her. She probably let me know.
You didn't get an email from that lady, the legislator?
And the delegation, I got that email about 3 days ago.
Okay, you should
So
got.
I don't know
So we're gonna give the
where the
legislative
communications
delegation a
breakdown
hand.
begins at. But, you know, we have to do things proper and in
Right,
order.
but Representative Powell, from a practical situation, the election was just in November.
Right.
Okay. Occupy has been meeting monthly. We've been keeping you abreast
Absolutely.
of everything that we've been working on. And I'm not, you know, it's hindsight is 20/20. You knew what we were working on. We've invited you to our meetings. In fact, we called you at our last meeting to find out about filing the bill, what the timing was, all of that. So we were really trying to work in sync and in support of what you were doing. Now, of course, time flew by, you know, because then the holiday season came and all of that. So, you know, we understand the practicality of things, but we really want you to be our advocate. And we are willing to work with you. And you know, the accomplishment is not just in the legislation getting passed, but it's in organizing our community, educating our community, so we can be better organized and hopefully get better results in the future. So we do greatly appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. We'd like you to still reconsider, putting those priorities in place. And thank you very much. Hold on, we have Tammy Anderson that wants to say something.
I'd like to just, of course, support everything that Leah and Dr. Robinson said, but I'd like everybody to know also with this regard, we spoke with his office, his aide, and she indicated that if we got the bill filed, because we thought that was going to happen with Representative Powell, that the minority House leader would do everything in his power to work the bill and support the bill and try to get the bill through. She did indicate that they tried to do this work before. There has been challenges, and that it you know, because of the other side. And so we would have to do a lot at a grassroots community level, but it wasn't impossible, and that they would certainly push it through, and she would talk to Senate Minority Leaders Chris Smith and try to work together to help us to make this bill and this legislation a reality. And we came together to do this because of the fact that we have a gubernatorial election coming up in 2 years, and we wanted to be proactive and take the appropriate measures now so that we could have rights restored, and all of the folks that weren't able to vote, many of whom voted in 2008 and were not able to vote in 2012, would be able to assist us in effecting the change we need at the top.
Thank you. Would someone from Senator Clemens' office like to make any comments or give us an update? Thank you very much for coming. We heard you were a little under the weather, so we appreciate you making it here today.
I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you.
Great.
Just an update.
There you go.